Thank you very much again for coming. Today we are here to tell you about an operation which concluded yesterday. It's an operation that's been running across the globe with an involvement as far away as Germany through to the streets of Sydney. We'll be alleging that we've smashed an illegal handgun supply ring that has been operating for a number of months now, imported a large number of firearms into this country, and importantly, as of yesterday, they have been dismantled and will not be bringing firearms into this country again, illegally or otherwise. For the operational details, I will hand over to Mal Lanyon. I will then ask Mr Carmody to make some comments, and then we'll take your questions. So I might leave it with you at this stage, Mal. Thanks.
Thanks, sir. Good morning. Strikeforce Maxworthy was formed by the Firearms and Organised Crime Squad in February this year, arising from information that police originally received in December last year, which indicated that a Glock pistol was in possession of an organised crime figure. As a result of that information, investigations commenced. In January this year, there was a shooting offence at Punch Bowl, during which a further Glock firearm was seized. Investigation and analysis of that weapon indicated that there were links, and they had come from the same batch from a supplier in Austria, being the Glock factory. Strikeforce Maxworthy, formed by officers from the Firearms and Organised Crime Squad, and subsequently worked in conjunction with a number of our Commonwealth partners, including Customs. On the 10th of February, as a result of investigations, police seized 140 Glock firearm magazines, which had been imported into the country and were seized at the border. As a result, further ongoing inquiries were conducted both in Australia and in Germany, as a result of which 2 officers from the Firearms and Organised Crime Squad travelled to Germany to work with German authorities. Yesterday, we commenced a resolution phase in order to prevent the importation of further firearms. We had information that up to 20 Glock firearms were in Germany and were destined for Australia. Search warrants were conducted in Germany using German authorities and the Australian police, during which 20 firearms were located. In addition, 30-shot Glock magazines were also seized. So it is very clear that that action has prevented the importation of guns. Following that, a further 12 search warrants were conducted in the southern and southwestern suburbs of Sydney, during which 6 firearms were seized. It is not alleged that any of those firearms are firearms that had been imported into Australia, or certainly not through the current investigation. 3 persons were arrested and charged in relation to this syndicate. They've been charged with selling firearms on an ongoing basis, aggravated possession of firearms, intentionally import a prohibited import, which is a Commonwealth offence, and also participation in a criminal group. Each of those 3 persons is bail refused and will appear before court this morning. I'm happy to take questions if you'd like.
We might just throw to Mr Carmody first, and then we'll take the questions.
Okay,
Thanks,
thank you very much. I just want to add this perspective. You will have heard a small snapshot of this operation. It's a hugely successful operation for the agencies involved, but you've got some sense of the sophistication of attempts to bring firearms into this country. I think the important point for this, and for those out there to understand, is that you have agencies both at a Commonwealth and a state level who now traditionally work together to address issues. This has been brought to resolution in a short time, and you heard the timeframes, because that point of intelligence gleaned by the work of the New South Wales Police was able to be brought to our attention. They worked with their overseas counterparts. We got an understanding of the business model being employed, and we were able to detect from the many cargo coming into this country this particular arrangement, and then participate with New South Wales Police in bringing it to a resolution. That's the way we work to protect our borders. It's increasingly the way we will work, and we are very pleased with the outcome of this operation and for the safety that it brings, removing some of those illegal guns and preventing them getting into the country, and assisting in providing a safer environment for the New South Wales community.